Hello everyone, this is Moon, and I'm really excited to make this video, and um, hope everyone is doing good. Happy Friday! Today is Friday here, uh, and hope everyone has a good weekend. But let's make this weekend, Friday evening, more productive. And I just want to talk about today is a very important topic, HTML, which is Hypertext Markup Language, and if you want to become a web developer, want to create websites, that is one of the most um, basic thing that you need to know. Is HTML. So I highly recommend everyone to. I just want to make sure my microphone stays on. Um, yeah, HTML. So what I'll do is I'm gonna take you guys to this material on W3 Schools, and let's create a website, at least a basic one, just to get started. So go and review this on W3 School, and also follow along if you want to, and also when you guys have time, just go ahead and follow along, and just also practice this on your device, because that's how you will learn, right? So um, my again, before I get started, also is just to never give up. uh, Keep trying. I know this web developing, software developing, engineering, this whole computer science is not an easy thing, but it's also doable. Don't think that you can do it. Yeah, you can. And also I want to learn, and let's learn together. So enough of the intro. Let's move this on the corner. So just the basic of what HTML is, and if you don't really know, if you're a beginner, you have no clue. Also one thing I want to say before really getting into computer science and like HTML and this whole spiel, I was always curious on how everything works. I do need to charge my laptop, so I gotta make sure my laptop is charged. So yeah, um, as I was saying, this is how you actually get started. I don't know if I'm wrong, but if any of the web developers or software developers, engineers, if you guys watch my video or look at it, go ahead, comment. And if you guys want to do like a quick session, just so we can teach everyone. I mean, if you guys want to like jump on a stream or on a like Teams call or whatever, and we can stream online together, and maybe I can ask you guys some questions, who if there's other folks that want to learn this, right? And we can ask questions, and kind of I can prepare the list of the questions and ask someone who is very professional and who has a lot of experience in this stuff. Anyway, I think that would be a cool idea. Anyway, so this is what this basically is. This is how you get started, and you do need a notepad where you will write the code for your website, right? Simple, right? Notepad, that's all you need. And also I have a Mac. I bought the Mac. I also made a review video, but honestly, for me, Mac isn't very user friendly, and it's just too much shenanigans. On the Apple, it looks just fancy, but honestly, like when it comes to like I don't know, like with coding and installing something, and it's just everything is different. Maybe, I mean, if you always like used Mac, then sure, go ahead. But if you're a PC guy, I think you'll probably just always be a PC dude. Yeah, so anyway, okay, try it yourself. Editor, you can edit the HTML code and view the result in the browser. Okay. Okay, introduction. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is a standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML describes the structure of a web page. HTML consists of a series of elements. HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. Okay, so there you go. That's the intro, and this is that simple HTML document. That's how it looks. Let's actually click on it and see what it does. So my first heading, my first paragraph. Actually, what I want to do, I actually want to create my own HTML document. I don't want to look at the history, so let's move on. So this is what I want. Just be patient. Mac. So we don't have Mac, and I was trying this yesterday on the Mac, and my goodness, it was a pain. Okay. Okay, so they're called HTML editors. Okay, so we can copy and paste this in a notepad like that. There's a screenshot, and this is how you're gonna save it. Save the file on your computer. File save as in the notepad menu. Name the file index.html. Okay, so also set the encoding to UTF-8, which is the preferred encoding for HTML files. Okay. So this basically, I mean, you can always come here and copy and paste it, but you can also write if you want. It's up to you. But I just want to create the file first and see how it goes. Okay, I think that'll be. So I'm not gonna make any edits or anything, just wanna save the file in. Let's see. whenever it's ready. While it loads up, yeah, I should honestly feel like, it's there's they say this slow and steady wins the race, and for me, I also believe in that is you just have to get started on it, start learning, and um, you if you think that maybe you're old and you feel like, oh man, it's too late, and you really wanna you feel like it's too late for me, right? So not it's never too late. You have to also think that uh, it's gonna pay off, but even though it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter when you start learning. There's uh, there's no rush. Everyone learns on their own pace, and of course, this is not an easy stuff to learn. So also, there's so many other things here that would be very helpful. It's just basically how you can get started and how you can make the website look beautiful. We can add different things like elements, attributes, headings, paragraph style, formatting, quotations, comments, colors, CSS. I know for web developing that's also needed. Um, okay, well, that takes forever. But it's okay. As long as we can get the job done. So save it as index.html. Okay. .html. So no, okay, encoding is UTF-8. Okay, so I'm just wondering. Index.html, is it HTML? Are you sure? Okay, the file is saved. And it says open it in your browser. So let's see. Is it doing anything? So as we can see, it's not opening. I thought it did, but yeah, it's already giving us that icon of Microsoft Edge, right? So if I open it, that should open in the browser, right? So I'll wait for it to open. Yeah, no, just once. Let's see what it does. Because here we go. If you were following along, here you go. You have created your very first HTML page. Basically your own website, right? And months ago, or maybe a year ago, I have created a website. It was like a page in the background, like a bunch of different headings. And because here's the thing with this whole HTML thing is that there's always Google. There's this W3 Schools website. If you get stuck on anything, you can always Google, right? And whatever you want to add. So here's another thing. There is ChatGPT if you need it, but I mean, what's the point of learning? And ChatGPT isn't gonna do everything for you, and you still gotta know, right? You still gotta know how to do it, what to do, and also like how to use ChatGPT, right? It's not gonna do everything for you. What's the point of learning then? I mean, if you're gonna use ChatGPT. I mean, I have tried. I was even trying to create an app, and it gives you so many responses. You can choose whatever you want, but why, right? I mean, you want to learn, right, first, and that's what's fun about it, right? That you got to do it. You get to use your brain. So there we go, right? And we can change, right? Instead of my first, you can always like copy and paste this data and save the file, and then you can make any edits you want in your file. So today I created my very first website. You know what, let's change some things here. Basics. Okay, you can add more headings, you can add more paragraphs, you can even add an HTML link. Sure. Okay, you know what, I can change the website, right? So it's just so much fun, honestly. Like, yeah, because I know the software whole, I'll make another video about it. But if you want to go into web developing, it's fun, man. I have always used to be so curious about all these websites are made, because you can, sometimes you go to a website and you're like, man, I hate this website. Who made this? And then you're like, man, I wish I could create it and make it look better. You can add an image. Here we go. You can also add an image. Here's an image, and okay, we can add this into our website and see how it looks. Headings, paragraphs, styles. You can change the color of the text. I'm red, I'm blue, I'm being, so you can also change the background color. So whatever it is, background color, right? I'm not gonna change the color, just so I want to see what we get. formatting. Okay, you can, if you want a different, so what I want to do is I want to change the text, the color of the text, and I gotta figure that out because I think it's been a while, so I don't know to remember. So now I can look at the code and see. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so if we look at the code P, I'm normal. So if this is a sentence, I'm normal, then you have to, because the P stands for paragraph, so you're using this, and then you do style equals color red. I am red. Okay. So you're first choosing the color, and then you're writing the text. So for example, you can copy this and today I created my very first website. So this is what I want in, let's just say, color red. So how about I just type it for practice? Always, I think it's a good thing is to always type the code, even though if it's right there,